Hi, everyone. It's time for another episode of 10K Dollar Day. This week, we are talking about cold soup, pickup trucks, and whole chickens.
This one is bringing out my inner comedian.
That's clucking awesome.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of 10K Dollar Day. This is the comedy podcast about imaginary luxury travel. This is episode 282. That's right, 82. That's a good year. It was the year I was born. So, welcome to the show. I'm Alison Burns.
I'm Lulu Picard.
And if you've never been here before, here's a quick rundown. We're about to take a fake $10,000. And because a listener has given us a magic word, we're going to take that word. It has inspired a 10K day. What that means is we're going to take that fake 10K, we're going to spend it in a real place in the world in 24 hours. So you could do this too if you had 10K to blow in one day. But this day's a little crazy, so get ready for it. Before that, we have some wish lists, some obsessions, and then we have a fun improv segment at the end of the podcast. So stick around. It's about an hour, sometimes less, sometimes more. But you know what? What I can tell you is it's going to be fun. All right. So where in the world is Lulu?
Well, what day does this come out?
This comes out on May 17th.
Okay, hold on. Just give me a second. I have to look because I don't
My
actually
favorite
know.
part.
May 17th. Okay. I am in San Jose, California.
Ooh, San Jose.
My first time here. I've never been here before.
That's awesome.
I
I
know.
love
Pretty
that.
excited. I'm very near wine country.
Ooh, which is
What?
where's wine country?
Oh, I didn't know I thought you were coming up with a direction. I don't know what I thought you were coming up with. Napa Sonoma,
Napa. That's the word I was looking
which
for.
I was really trying to figure out how I could do a couple days in Napa because I have a layoff the next
Yeah,
week. But it's just, in order to do a wine country day, you kind of have to commit to going all out. Like,
sure.
there's no halfway.
Yeah.
And so I could not afford that. Even for just a couple days, I was like, I can't wine country. What am I thinking? Wine country is not like, oh, you happen to be there. We might as well wine country. Wine country is like we saved for 3 years and now let's go to wine country.
Yeah.
So I am not doing that on my way home, but I'm near it and I'm thinking about it all the time.
Well, man, I wish thoughts could sometimes just manifest.
If thoughts could manifest, first of all, everyone that's like The Secret. But secondly, you and I would have way more money
That's true.
and we would have a sponsor
That's true.
and we would have some sort of team that would either do pre or post for us.
That's very true.
I don't think we'd both want to give up both of those things.
Yeah.
But right? Like they'd
Yeah.
either do pre or post somewhere in
Yeah.
there. Yeah. We'd have a marketing specialist.
Yeah. That's real true.
Yeah. I would have like a car
Okay.
and an apartment, maybe.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. And a dog.
And a dog. Oh, I love it. Well, let's talk about other things we want. So let's talk about obsessions and wish lists. So what's your current
Okay.
obsession?
My obsession is this lumbar heating pad I bought
Okay.
just at your local pharmacy, everyone.
Okay.
And it wraps around my waist
Uh-huh.
so I can wear it. And the only thing it doesn't do is it's not wireless. If this was wireless, game
Gotcha.
over.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's okay. And it gets really hot and it just my disc is out in my back right now.
Yeah.
So it is helping me a lot. And then it also turns around. So maybe when I have cramps, I'll also turn it around and it will have a second life.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
How about
Emma has
you?
one of those. She loves it too. All right. So right before we started recording, you told me about this heating pad. And then I said, oh, we made a comment about how old we were getting. And this obsession definitely shows my age. So I talked to my family doctor and my gynecologist, and they're like, "Hey, you should start taking vitamins. Like it's something you should do."
Okay.
So they led me to this website. It's called Persona, and it's personanutrition.com. And you take this 5-minute quiz about all the things in your daily life and about your health things and your family history and yada yada. And they send you a every month, a 30-day pack of custom vitamins for your body. Now there's 2 packs a day. There's one in the morning and there's one at night. I have never in my life taken so many pills.
That sounds like a lot of pills.
It's a lot. And in one pack, like in the morning, I think there's 4 or 5, and in the evening there's like 3 or 4. One of those, because it says your name, it says Allison, it lists all the pills that you're taking. One of them is literally called menopause support. I was like, "That's where we are, people," because I've been sweating through my clothes every night, and it's interrupting my sleep patterns.
But you've been going through that for a long time, though. Like, I feel you've talked about that the length of this
Oh, it's
podcast.
insane, and they said you need to start regulating your hormones. So, yeah. So,
Oh.
but my obsession is the ease of these. You literally just tear it off. It has your name and it says morning pack. And then you at night you tear it off and it says night pack. So it's the ease of these vitamins, I will say A plus. And I've been taking them. I can't give a review on the actual feeling of my body yet. I'm obsessed with the ease because it
I have
says
a
you need to
question.
take them for like a month. And I've only
Yeah.
been on them for like 2 weeks.
Right. Oh, 2 weeks. That's
Yeah.
longer than most of your
Oh,
obsessions.
I
So
know.
I'm question though. Because I did this with what you're talking about, I did with, another brand that Nourish. I did
Yeah.
Nourish custom vitamins or whatever, and I've been looking at Ritual and some other ones. Um, you said your doctors led you to did they recommend Persona vitamins, or are you saying your research led you there?
They recommended
Both of
Persona
them
vitamins.
separately?
Well, the first one recommended it was my gynecologist. I brought it up to the doctor and he immediately was like, "Oh yeah.
Really? Because I just haven't heard of that brand before, so
Yeah.
that's good to know.
Yeah, and you don't have to take the quiz, but they also you can actually just look through and they have different packs. Like they even have like a digestive balance blend. They have a hair, skin, and nail blend. But I wanted something that was for me. And so I
Yeah.
basically built my own pack and it has your name on it and all the things. So, and I even
Listen,
went through, I felt bloated after food. And so they, in one of my, I think it's the evening pack, there's a tiny little peppermint pill that I take as well. And it helps kind of ease my stomach at night.
so you're in.
I'm in.
How much is it?
Well, you get 50% off your first month. So I've only done that. The first month was like, I think it was 59.99. So it'll probably be
That
around
sounds about
$100 a
right.
month.
That's
110.
that's how much most of the nice vitamin places are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it's something I need to do.
It is something
So,
you need to do. Ah, gosh. I can't believe you're still sweating at night. I thought that would, like,
oh,
move on.
no, it's so bad that when I was at a hotel this last weekend with the girls on convention, they all have those white hotel sheets.
Yeah.
I woke up and the sheets were yellow because of the sweat that had stained the sheets. It wasn't pee because it was the length of my entire body and my neck from like my upper lip down. I was
Oh my
drenched.
gosh. Does it wake you up?
Oh, yeah, and I'm freezing because I
Oh, that
literally it's like
sounds
I jumped in a
terrible.
pool.
So you have those, like, the night sweats and then the fever chills.
Yeah, and then I'm so wet that I have to change clothes, but then my sheets are soaking wet, and if I don't have most of the time I'm sleeping next to someone. If it's not my kid, it's my husband, so I can't wake them up and be
Right.
like, "I need to change your sheets." So I get, like, a towel, and I put the towel on
Oh,
my spot, and then I sleep on top of a towel for the, next half of the night.
that sounds not grown up and
It's
terrible.
awful. So I'm hoping after a month, these start to regulate some things and I don't have those anymore. We'll see. Stay
Have
tuned.
you I'm asking questions like I know anything about medicine, but have you been to an endocrinologist?
No, what's that?
They do hormones. That's all they
Oh,
do.
okay.
maybe go
Yeah,
see
I
one.
like that idea. Okay.
Like, I think it's all they do. It's like glands and hormones and things.
Okay. I like that.
Also, there's probably someone out there who's like, "That's not at all what they do," but yes, it's the right person. I do think that's who you should go see.
Okay, I will.
But again, I know nothing. I make dermatologist appointments on ZocDoc, you know what I mean? So,
All right, but
take it
you
with a
do
grain of
know what
salt.
your wish list is. What's on your wish list?
I do know what my wish list is. My wish list is that all of my airline miles would all be together on one airline,
Oh,
but they're
that would be
not.
great.
Ugh,
Yeah,
I've got half C status on, like, 3 airlines,
yeah,
maybe 4, really, and if I had all of them on one thing, I would have good status
yeah,
on one big place, but because I don't always, book my own travel, and also I sometimes just have to pick the cheapest flight, right?
yeah,
Like, you can't always go with the one you're loyal to, even if it pays off later.
yeah.
So now I have a bunch of Southwest credits because I had not been flying Southwest for a few years, but I have a lot this year.
Oh, yeah,
And I just miss my status with other airlines
yeah.
because I fly that much.
Well,
And they
yeah,
don't it actually adds up a lot because if you have even like the minimum status, it at least makes one of your bags free.
right.
So if you're flying like 40, 3 times a month,
Yeah.
that's 120 to 200 to 250 depending on
Yeah,
how much you're checking.
yeah, yeah.
That's a
It's a
lot.
lot.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a lot.
You also get a free drink.
Yeah. I know, I think the
That's
same thing about
9
hotels.
bucks that you want the points
Yeah,
altogether. Oh, yeah, because you're doing it literally every week with your
yeah.
kids.
And sometimes it's Hyatt, sometimes it's Hilton, sometimes it's Marriott. So it's hard to build up when they're all
Yeah.
different. I just got to Discoverist status with the Hyatt.
Discoverist.
Uh-huh.
They made that word
I
up.
know. But I get the 2 PM checkout, so that's nice.
Oh, see? The Marriott, if you just I just need like 4 more nights at a Marriott and I get free breakfast.
Hey, that's cool.
These are the things that I would just
I
negotiate for in my
know.
life. All right, what you got?
All right, I wish that I had unlimited phone chargers because
Because you can't
my
find yours?
this family. I don't know what they do with them, where they go, where they're leaving them. I have one and it's by my bed. And I would say on the daily, maybe every other day, maybe I'm exaggerating, but at least every other day, I walk into my bedroom late at night, ready to wind down, and I reach down, phone charger's gone.
No,
So
no.
then what can Allison not do? She can't get into bed 'cause she needs to charge her phone so she'll wake up tomorrow morning. So I
Mhm.
have to go searching the house. It happens all the time. I don't it's
Do you
just
know who it is?
infuriating.
Is
That's
it
the
one
thing, I
person or
don't
is it
know who it
all of
is. It's
them?
all of them at different times. I have found some in Emma's backpack, I found some in her car, I found them in Hannah's room, I found them outside on the back table. Like,
'Cause you must have a lot, because with your whole family, you have a
yes.
lot of Apple products,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you have enough for everyone
Oh,
plus some.
yeah, and then Hannah had the audacity for her birthday, she got a new charger, to write her name on it. I was like, "Really? Is that what we're doing? We can't take your little charger?" So annoyed.
If you lived by yourself,
Yeah,
where would you put your charger, and would it be there all the time, or
yeah.
would you put it away or move it?
No, no, no. What I would do is and what I have done, but I can't keep them there, there's one by the bed, there's
Yeah.
one by the couch,
Yeah.
and there's one in my bag.
That
That's it.
sounds remarkably perfect.
Yeah,
That's all you need.
that's all I need.
That's literally all you need.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, kids, just leave one for mom by the bed and one for mom by the couch, and do not move the one in her purse,
There we
and you'll
go.
be fine.
All
You should
right.
hide the one by your bed.
I should. I don't know where to oh, maybe in between the covers. No one wants to touch those. I sweat all over them. All right, let's get going. Now it's time
Okay.
for 10K
10K day.
day.
It's a 10K dollar day. Imaginary travel and a laugh or two. As we tell you all the crazy things we wanna do. We buy top drawer, but we don't really pay. So say what's your happy and you'll be our bae.
All right, time to hear that magic word, and here it is.
Hi, I'm Connor Lyon, currently in La Jolla Cove in San Diego while I am on the national tour of 1776. And the word is donuts.
Okay, donuts.
Donuts, from dollars to donuts. What is that?
I don't know.
Is the best state fair in the best West
State Fair the
world?
musical?
Yeah, remember that? Our state fair is a great state fair. I don't actually know the tune apparently, but I do know that the phrase from dollars to donuts, and I
Really?
never knew what that meant. Mhm.
That's cute. I still don't
Yeah,
really know
that's
what it
all.
means, but
I don't either.
yeah.
It's all right.
All right. Well, I know where I'm going with donuts. I am going to Duck, North Carolina.
Are you going where duck donuts are made?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so excited!
I know, right? Okay, so the reason I
Yes.
found Duck, North Carolina is because I'm staying at the I think it's Sanderling Resort. And they have an experience called the Sweet Escape. They have joined forces with Duck Donuts and wait for this. From an entry lined with donut wallpaper,
What?
Duck Donuts artwork, and sprinkle curtains, your room is completely decked out. You get a donut decorating kit upon arrival, a donut wake up call, whatever that means,
They
donut.
just throw donuts at your head.
Yeah.
They just come in the door and they just, like, frisbee them over to your head.
Oh god, that would be amazing. You get donut you get donut pool floats for the pool
Okay, yeah, yeah.
and more. Okay. So,
And more.
yeah. You also get a dozen donuts in your room to feed your cravings, it says. And then they deliver fresh donuts to your door in the mornings. Isn't this crazy? You also get
Is
a
this duck donuts that they're delivering?
yeah.
'Cause they're hot.
Yeah.
Have you had a duck donut?
No,
I love them.
never had them.
They make them fresh.
Oh,
They're
that's
cake donuts
cool.
that they make fresh for you when you order them.
Ugh, yes, I want it.
So they're always, like, hot and fresh from the fryer oven or whatever they
Oh
come out
gosh,
of.
I want it. You also get a behind the scenes tour of one of the original Duck Donut stores. It's all included with your stay.
This hotel is a separate hotel
Yes.
with a partnership?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so did you also know, guys, in just a couple weeks, Friday, June 2nd is National Donut Day.
Oh, perfect.
So I looked at those dates because I was like, let's stay there because I looked at all the dates for this suite and they're all different. Like right now, it's like $240 a night, but then around Donut Day and into the summer, it's like five, sometimes 600 a night. It gets up there. So I'm going to average it's $1,000 for 2 nights for us to stay in this suite. Okay, we're waking up, we eat the donuts. Done. Then we're going to get that behind the scenes tour of one of the original Duck Donuts locations. So we're going to go do that. It's included. While we're there, I think we need to get some of their coffee. So we'll spend about $8 on their coffee. Next up. Now, this is also called the Outer Banks, where we are. Everyone probably knows the TV show, The Outer Banks.
There's a TV show?
Oh,
I don't know
everyone
it.
in the world just stopped driving their cars. They threw down their plates of food. They stopped folding laundry. They jerked their dogs by the leashes because Because everyone knows Outer Banks. Oh god. This is when you guys should be watching YouTube.
Should they?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh.
Gosh. Okay, what's Outer Banks? Is it it's a TV show? Is it scary? Is it
No,
funny? What's
no,
happening
Outer
here?
Banks. It's like, do you remember the OC?
I knew that it existed, but I
Okay.
didn't watch
Or
it.
like Friday Night Lights or like
Same. I mean,
Laguna
I knew
Beach.
I'm hearing what you're saying. So, a lot of really hot white people, yeah, and one Asian friend.
So true. Oh god, that's so funny.
Oh gosh.
But it
No, I have
also
not.
is like an adventure mystery teen type drama, so it has some of that. So a little bit of like,
Oh,
what's the one, our friend Vanessa was in?
Pretty Little
Yeah,
Liars.
like that type of feel too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Outer Banks is where we're going. Um, they have a scavenger hunt. Now, this has nothing to do with the TV show. I was just talking about us being at Outer Banks, but it's called the Outer Banks Treasure Hunt. Okay.
Okay.
Basically, there's 5 different adventures for this treasure hunt, and it's $15 per treasure hunt. All you have to do is you select your hunt that you want to go to, and it tells you where to start around Duck, North Carolina. So here's your starting point.
Okay.
After that, you select what hunt you want, you go to that place. Then it's going to text you like a code. When you're ready to start, you hit OK, and then it's going to give you what you're supposed to find at all these locations. So it's all of these like Outer Banks landmarks that you're kind of going to try to find. Okay. So you start the quest. There's also clues. They're going to ask you clues. Okay. And then if other people are
Mhm.
playing, there's also a leaderboard. Okay. So you and I are actually going to go against each other. We decided we're going to do, it takes about an hour per hunt, but our challenge is to do all 5 hunts in less than a couple hours. So we're paying $75 each for these scavenger hunts on our phones. Now here's the thing. I felt
Okay.
like we also need to take pictures of what we find. I'm not exactly sure if you have to like take the picture and like mark off the clue or whatever, but we needed new phones for this experience. So I got us each the 14 Pro Max with 1 terabyte of storage, which
Oh,
together, because we're not trading in our old phones, this is just for the treasure hunt, cost $3,198 for these 2 phones. That's on
they're
Apple. Yeah,
$1,500?
each. Isn't that crazy?
I still can't believe that I just carry around $1,000
I know.
phone every single day and sometimes leave it in public restrooms.
I know.
It's $1,000. Our phones now are 1,000. I'm not even, like, that fancy. I
Yeah,
just have an iPhone, and I don't even have the newest
I
one.
know. Same. Well, I got
Man.
us 2 donut phone cases and 2 donut pop sockets.
Well, we would have to protect our very expensive
Yeah, I got
phones.
those from Etsy. Etsy has some good ones. So we're going to pay total for all 4 of those items $77.90 for our $3,000 phones. And then we're going to do the scavenger hunt and we're going to hunt all the duck things and get all the Outer Banks landmarks on our phones and see who wins. Okay, now
Okay.
it's time for lunch. We're going to Aqua Restaurant. This is waterfront dining, locally inspired creations, exquisite wines, and handcrafted cocktails. Now, they do have a lunch menu. Super excited about it. They have sweet corn and crab soup, drizzled with white truffle oil, Cajun
Whoa.
tomato gazpacho. Oh, they just have really, really good stuff. Now, they do,
That's just cold soup. That's cold soup.
is it?
That's cold soup. Gazpacho is
Oh,
cold.
I wouldn't like that
To
then.
me, no, I think that it's fancy and you're supposed to really like it, and to me, gazpacho is like eating salsa.
Oh, no, I don't like that.
I mean, we tried remember when we went on the cruise, the one we sang on, and they had that cold fruit soup
Oh,
every
yeah,
night,
that
and I
was
would eat the
good.
fruit soup? I liked that, but it
Yeah.
was basically like a smoothie
Yeah,
that I
that's
would eat
true.
with a spoon.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
they have some really good stuff. I want this whipped feta and rosemary dip.
I want that
Yeah,
right
with
now.
pita bread. Yeah, me
Yes.
too. Now it's not cheap. I mean, even for lunch, we're looking at around, $15 per appetizer and another $20 per entree. And then, of course, they have some really good desserts like ginger snap bread pudding. I mean,
What?
yeah, amazing. So we're going to spend about $200 on lunch.
Is is this a fancy town? Because that's an expensive
No, I
restaurant for
know.
where I thought you were.
Well, Outer Banks, I think, is pretty pricey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it says this is the best restaurant. Like, all the reviews were like, "This is the
It's the
place."
place
Yeah,
to
so I
go.
think they know.
Everyone is getting proposed
Yep,
to at Aqua.
yeah,
Gotcha, over
100%.
the gingerbread bread
Yes,
pudding.
exactly. So
Got
200
it.
bucks there, and next, we're gonna work off our lunch. We're gonna learn how to surf.
Oh, these 2 girls who were scared of the water?
Yeah. But don't worry, I bought a couple of donut swimsuits from Swim Outlet. They're $69.20 each. So we're going to have some donut swimsuits on and walk up to our surf instructor. Now it's only 89
Pause. Wait, does this have, like, donuts all over it or just strategically placed
all over
donuts?
it.
Okay, thank God.
But that would be funny. I'm sure some of
It would be
them are
funny.
a little bit strategically placed. So $89 per person for this surf lesson. And I found it through the Airbnb experiences. Okay.
Oh,
Which
cool.
I'm a big fan of. Now, I know Airbnb sometimes are hit or miss. You guys just got to do your research, look at the reviews, make sure that you click that they are like, vetted out. So basically,
Mhm.
it says learn to surf on the Outer Banks in one day. It includes the ocean safety, surfboard anatomy, paddling techniques, proper pop up, and foot placement. And then they will help you in the water catch as many waves as you can. So, super excited. There's only 4 instructors. I mean, there's only 4 students per instructor. And I was gonna buy it out, but then I was like, I want other people to see our donut swimsuit. So I feel like the 2 of us plus 2 others will have some fun. So we're gonna go do that. So
Do you think you're gonna be good at it?
I've surfed on a longboard once and I got up a couple times. I was okay. I just get so nervous when I fall off because that's when I think they're gonna
Yeah.
grab me. So, I'm not always
I don't
in it.
think I could do
Yeah.
it, because I have such bad
Yeah.
balance. I think I could do it on my knees like a nerd,
Yeah.
but, like, I can't. They'd be like, "What are you doing?"
I
And I would
know.
just be hands and knees on the board. I'd be like, "Take a picture."
Yeah. That's so funny. Okay, so after that, we're gonna go on a little bit of an adventure, okay?
Okay.
We're gonna rent a car, and I did it through Turo
Okay.
because we need a pickup truck. So
Oh,
I
we
found a
do?
pickup truck for the day. It's $275 from Turo right there. We're gonna drive it a couple hours away to Rose
Uh-huh.
Hill, North Carolina, where
Okay.
they have right off the interstate the world's largest operational frying pan.
Operational frying
Yeah.
pan? How big?
Okay, I'm glad you asked. It is okay, it holds 365 whole chickens.
Okay. That's big.
It's really big. Yeah, it's so big. So,
And it's just hanging
yeah.
out, and they don't use
No,
it
they
all the
don't use it all
time.
the time, but it's like an attraction. And so I thought we could go there and make the world's largest pan-fried donut.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah, so
idea.
did you know in New York, these 2 bakeries came together a few years ago and they made a 3,739 pound, 16-foot wide donut, And to this day, it's the largest donut ever made. But I think we can beat that with this largest frying pan. So what we need is donut mix. And I found on farmsteady.com, they have a classic glazed donut baking mix. It's
Okay. Okay.
$25. It makes 12 donuts. So then I was trying to figure out how many we need. So this is where my
I
brain went.
okay.
That pan holds 365
Uh-huh.
whole chickens. The
Okay.
average weight of a whole chicken is 3.5 pounds. An old school laptop
Okay.
is about 3.5 pounds. And I can
Okay.
comfortably fit 6 large donuts on top of a laptop. So that means I can fit 2,190 donuts on that giant frying pan. So I would need 183 boxes of donut mix, which means we're going to spend $4,575 in donut mix.
Okay. Hold on. You can cut this out, but I just want to know. Tell me again. How many chickens?
365.
And how many dollars is the donut mix per 12?
$25.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm a little thrown off because you went from weight of chicken to size of laptop.
Yeah.
Like you went from weight of chicken to weight of laptop to size
Yes.
of laptop to size of
Yeah.
donuts. And so listen, I'm not saying the math is wrong because I have no other math up my sleeve. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, we kind of changed units halfway through.
Well, because I had to figure out how many I could fit, not the weight of the fitting. So I had to figure out, how.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I even Googled
I think
how.
you're right on
Yeah.
though, because like a package of fried chicken, which is a chicken,
Yeah.
right? At the store
Yeah.
is about the same as a 12 pack of donuts smushed up into the size of a box of chicken.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think I'm with you.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Okay.
I do think a chicken is heavier than a box of donuts.
Probably.
But who knows? Maybe I'm eating them as we go, so I'd never even really know the weight. All right, so
We're
go
doing
ahead with
that.
your 5,000
Yeah.
million.
So we're going to make the
pa-
world's largest fried donut.
How are we going to make the whole?
Well, you have to cook it in sections anyway. So we're just going to make all the mix and then put the oil on it and then just push it out to the sides.
Do you know how much oil we're going to need?
It holds a lot.
Yeah, it must.
Yeah.
If you can cook
Wait, I know how much
chickens
it
in
holds because it said it. It holds 200 gallons of cooking oil.
Whoa.
It covers an astonishing 176 square feet. It operates on 40 propane burners and it weighs 2 tons. And it even has a 6-foot handle.
That's
know, right?
funny.
That's so
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right. So after that, we make the world's largest. We need some dinner, but we need some vegetables. We need enough donuts. So we're going to find the best farmer's market on our drive back. And I found it. It's called the Davidson Farmers Market. It is open all year long. It provides tons of products from local farmers. We're talking fish, bread, donuts, cheese, flowers, popsicles, bath goods, and more. All locally
Wow.
produced.
Okay,
I'm so
let's
in.
go.
So $100 each at the market. And then we're going to head back to that donut room. So that brings my total in Duck, North Carolina to $9,972.30.
Parfait.
Hey, 10K Dollar Day listeners, do you have a business or organization that you want to promote right here on 10K Dollar Day? Well, you can do it, and here's how.
You can have your ad permanently embedded in an episode, you could sponsor a blog post, get shout outs on social media, and we will write the ad copy for you, and we will even say it with our professional voices.
That's right, not like she just did. It's so easy, and believe me, it's so worth it. All right, so that's what we would do at 10K in the place where you can never have too much donuts. The other D word, duck, North Carolina. But this is what we would do if we had $10,000 to give away. What did you find?
Okay, I couldn't decide because I looked up donut
Okay.
charity. They all have one.
Really?
All of the donut places have one. Krispy Kreme, Duck Donuts
Yeah.
came up, Voodoo Donuts came up, Dunkin' came up. There's usually two components. Either a donut place is going to have like a month where they donate things to a certain thing. That's what Duck Donuts does. So like Duck Donuts supports Gabe's chemo duck
Oh, yeah.
program. And they provide to children undergoing cancer treatment and all that kind of stuff. But also Krispy Kreme does things where you can hold a fundraiser for anything. Like we could hold a 10K Krispy Kreme
Oh, that's
fundraiser.
cool.
A 10 Kreme. Something like that. I think there's a joke there, but I really don't want to have 3Ks because I know that's not cool. So you can do all sorts of things like that with Krispy Kreme. Dunkin' Donuts also does the same thing. So if you are looking to raise some money, I would say find your local donut shop because it seems to be something that they do. They just like to help local places raise money. It seems to be something maybe industry wide.
No, it is.
Which
And
is
what's
cool.
funny is I found exactly what you just talked about because I went back to Duck Donuts and to that Quack Gives Back. And I actually did some research on that Gabe's Chemo Duck program. And if you go to chemoduck.org, you can actually give a duck away. And what's really cute about this duck is it's a little stuffed duck and it has a bandana on it. Like it's also gone through, when you do chemo, you most of the time lose your hair. So it kind of looks like the kids who are going through with their little bandanas on. And it's this soft, cuddly companion that they can actually hold during their chemo treatments or whatnot. And there's a ton of different stuff. And even on the website, they have a little animated cartoon that says Meet Chemo Duck. And you click it, it has the doctor and they're all animated. And she's actually like going through and giving Chemo Duck an exam. So you can kind of watch that animation as well. So
like Doc McStuffins.
exactly. So guys, check that out. All of these links for these donut charities will be in our newsletter. If you don't subscribe to that, you should go to 10kdollarday.com and click newsletter. It's as simple as that. It comes out once a week when these episodes release, and it gives you lots of insider information as well as links to what we talk about. So check that out. All right. We also love to hear about your happies. So you can email us at 10kdollarday@gmail.com or find us on social media. So let's talk about happies. What's your happy today, Lou?
My happy is that I slept in a new hotel room last night. For some reason, being on tour, moving is always a big pain. But the first night in a new hotel is always kind of nice because you have everything set up again and like everything's like fresh and clean and, all the things. So last night was lovely. And I also love that in hotels, I sleep sometimes so hard that the bed is still made.
Hey, I love that.
I
That's
love
awesome.
it.
My
How about
happy is
you?
that I found the title to my Kia. It's paid off. You guys heard that was my happy a long time ago. And I could
Yeah.
not find the title to save my life. And we want to try to sell it now to get even like a couple $1,000. We're like trying to get rid of it. So we have to have the title. And I was ransacking my house and I finally found it. So that was my happy. I was like, it's here. So
Where
it
was
was in a box underneath like all the other important papers, but not where it should have been in the important papers. Like I have a file cabinet
But close
with
to them.
it says like car stuff. Wasn't in that. It was like underneath all the other stuff. So it was close enough, but yeah, no. All right.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. So now it's time for our last segment. It is time for
10K Roleplay.
All right. You ready, Lou? All right.
Yeah.
You are a college student, and your final thesis paper is called The Philosophy of a Donut.
Yep.
So, welcome.
Hello. It's so nice to be
have
here.
you. So, what is your current obsession?
My obsession is the new book of poetry that I just
Okay.
published called Holes That We Can See Through. And it is basically a memoir of all of the parts of dough that used to be holes, and where they end up, and how they kind of go unloved and unthought of. I mean, they've had the munchkins, but let's be clear, they're not really holes.
Yeah.
They're made that way. That's
Yes.
a myth. The real donut holes are ephemeral and fleeting, and they go away, and no one ever thinks of them. And I think that is a
Huh.
travesty. So that's my obsession, is my new book of poetry. It's available right now, everyone, on duckdonutsbooks.com.
I love it. All right. What's on your wish list?
Well, I have to admit, I have been looking for this donut that I once had in New
Okay.
Orleans. And in New Orleans, I had a beignet that was covered with sweet crawfish
Oh,
glaze.
nice.
And I know that sounds terrible, because they're only really good in New
Uh-huh.
Orleans. I've tried making them. They're awful. I've tried asking for them at specialty donut shops all over the world. They always look at me like I'm crazy. So if I could have anything, it would be to taste that crawfish donut, glazed donut again. First of all, because I did have food poisoning at the time, so I might be misremembering that it was that good. But I also think that, it would really excite me again.
Okay. All right. If you had $10,000 to spend on yourself, what would you do? How would you spend it?
I would take a bath in glaze. I've been wanting to do
Oh,
it since I was a kid. And it's not the glaze that it's expensive. You have to throw away the entire bathtub. Like, if you do
Oh.
that, it's just never going to get out of the drain. So I'd have to buy a tub, fill it with glaze, take the glaze back, wash the glaze off, buy a new tub, get it installed. So it's quite a big undertaking.
gross. Okay.
So weird.
It's so gross. If somebody out there is going, oh, that sounds fun. Okay. Which is fine, you guys, by the way. It's fine
Live
if you
your
think
life.
it's fun.
Live your life. You're not hurting anyone, but I would buy a new tub.
Oh, God. Okay, if you had $10,000 to give away, where would you give it?
There is this home that's really close to my heart. I volunteer there often. And it is for people who at one time had to give up donuts, and they're having a really hard time with it.
Oh.
And so they all live together in this house that is, rectangular, but we don't point out that it's shaped like a donut box because it freaks them out a little bit. Even though they do have skylights, so if you're like above it, it actually looks like they're all little donuts, but we
Yeah,
would never
sure.
told them that. And what I also love is that I dress them. I donate clothes to them, and I make them wear the colors of donuts that I think would be in that donut box. And so, like the woman in room 2A, she's always wearing like pink pajamas with sprinkles on it. She doesn't really put it together, but then
Oh.
it's just a funny little, thing
Yeah,
for
yeah.
me. So if I had an extra $10,000, I would give them all brand new pajamas so that they would
Okay.
look like brand new donuts. And I would also install, I think it would cost more than this, but I would install a raising roof to the house so you could open it like a donut box. They could all get sun.
That's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Good idea.
Thanks. I
All
don't know where it
right.
came from.
I know. Listen. What's your happy?
Oh, my happy is that at the Dunkin' today, they were out of bagels because those things are crap. They shouldn't even sell them there. I don't understand. It's literally called Dunkin' Donuts.
It's true.
What are those bagels doing there? They look like donuts, but they're not.
Yeah, it's very true.
Like, we don't have enough bagel stores? Bagel stores don't sell donuts. So why do the donut stores have to sell bagels?
Oh, well, thank you for your passion.
You're welcome. Thanks for asking me to be here. Okay, Allison,
Yeah.
you have just well, I don't know how you feel about it, but last year you were all over everybody's TVs talking about the all donut diet.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know what side you were on, but I know that you're passionate about it.
Mhm.
Ready?
Yes.
All right, Miss Burns, what is your obsession?
Well, my obsession is that I just started my new YouTube channel and I'm obsessed with following the comments and kind of, I just like, even right now, I'm getting pop ups and I'm obsessed. I cannot stay off of my phone. I'm obsessed with responding. I'm obsessed with seeing where the numbers are going up, 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 up. Super excited about it. The title of this episode, what kind of spawned it all, is I titled it, I ate donuts every day for a year. Here's what happened. And people are going crazy. I was shocked at how many people actually wondered, like, what would happen if you ate
Right.
donuts every day for a year. And they also always question me, like, is that all you ate? Did you actually drink water? Did you purify the donuts and drink the donuts? That sort of thing. So the
Oh,
questions are crazy. You guys, I'm not gonna go into detail because you have to watch the YouTube. But that's what I'm obsessed with is the fact that I just get to follow. Oh, there's another one. Just follow the success of this new YouTube that I'm doing.
I love that. You're going to
Yeah.
go viral again.
Yeah.
All right, so what is on your wish list?
Well, my wish list is I wish that YouTube would actually have a buy now button because I've been promoting my new book, which is called Don't Diss the Donut Diet. And I put the link, everywhere else, but my YouTube is what's blowing up. So I wish YouTube would come up with a buy now button where people could just click
Uh-huh.
it because I constantly hold up that book during all the YouTubes and sometimes it's even back in the back, like my face, which is in the middle of the donut, by the way. So that's what the cover is. So Don't Diss the Donut Diet would do really well if YouTube gave me the chance to sell it. So my wish list is, hey, YouTube, try to click on a buy now button. Like I'm sure there's some guy in your, facility that can figure that out because my sales would go through the roof because the YouTube is really taking off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I hear that it's very popular.
Yeah. It's really good.
Okay, so what would you do if you had $10,000?
Well, if I had $10,000, I would hold my very first donut diet challenge. And I would do it in a way where people from all over the world could come together to actually learn about it in one space. So I would use that money to maybe start to fund that, maybe rent out a venue, do some marketing on the donut diet challenge. And basically, it's what worked for me in the past is basically just snacking and you can just snack your way to getting donut fit. And so
Yes.
it would include a community wellness program and training and a donut seminar where you can learn how to make your own donuts and how you can make breakfast donuts and lunch donuts and even savory donuts for the nighttime, which are really good. There's even gravy filled donuts, so it can feel like you're eating mashed potatoes and gravy with bread, which everybody loves.
I mean,
So
you're making me think of the sausage gravy kolache I had in Texas.
yeah, absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a lot like that, except we don't use any animal products. So
Oh, go bold with your all donut diet. Yes. Boldness. Woo. So, no milk, no honey
no,
in your donut?
it's all
All
dairy free,
plant-based.
plant based. Yeah, which
Wow,
is
wow,
why
wow.
we level up. Why don't diss the donut diet. That's what the whole book's about. You don't know.
Okay. Well,
Don't knock it till you try it.
you're right. No, I know.
That's
I just
actually the
didn't.
last chapter. The last chapter is called "Don't Knock It Till You Try It."
Just feel like you buried the lead. Okay, so if you had $10,000 to give away, how would you do it?
So if I had $10,000 to give away, I would give it to my own charity that I started.
Okay. Okay. What are you? No, that's fine.
No.
It's fine. No, you're not giving it to your charity. You're giving it to the people that your charity
Yes,
gives,
exactly,
things
exactly.
to. So who are those people?
So it's my charity that's called Donut Worry About a Thing. And
Okay.
and we have a lot of different programs uh like Donut Stop Me Now and Donut Hate Yourself because you're beautiful, stuff like that. And
That's good. That's really
and it's
good.
all of these programs that are about self-confidence, right? Because all of us have a hole inside. And we just need a community of people to help fill that hole. And so that's what my charity does. It builds self-confidence. And so you can, fill that hole in your life.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Find your hole. All right, so weird. What's your happy?
Well, my happy is that I just hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube. So I'm really excited about that. It literally happened just as we were talking. So I'm going to celebrate with, guess what? Donuts. And I make a really good celebratory donut. It's actually mimosa filled. So people ask me, how do you keep the mimosas bubbly inside the donuts when you bite into it? It's a special trade secret, but if you come to my new donut workshop, I'll teach you all the tricks.
Oh, a donut workshop.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun. Well, thank you so much for being here. We learned so much.
Yeah.
That none of us should ever use in real life. Remember everyone, this is not a nutritional podcast.
Yeah.
So, so don't try that all diet at home. All donut diet at home. But that was fun. Here we go. Bye.
Bye. All right. Thanks for being here, guys. That's the end of our podcast. If you had fun, think about maybe supporting us for as little as $2 a month. That's nothing. You can find that in your couch cushions if you still use change. So check us out at 10kdollarday.com and just click support us and you can see all your different options. 10K Dollar Day is produced by 10K Dollar Day LLC. Intro by Stan Collins. 10K logo art by Jacob McAllister. 10K jingle by Rockwell and Rose. The vintage 10K Saturday voiceover by Charlie Hume. Thanks as always to Buzzsprout. Let's end this how we end it every week, with friends like us.
Who needs amenities?